Is it possible that we've accidentally lied to you or led you down the wrong path as a business administration major? Let's try to undo some of it, and let's talk about your resume and what you may need down the road. Ever since the 2009 2010 economy, what was it called? The Great Recession. Ever since then, we've been making a lot of excuses. Yes, there's been a shift to service jobs, which don't pay as much as some traditional corporate staff in manufacturing. But you hear excuses from people that can't find jobs with college degrees that there's still a bad economy. I'm underemployed. What's the true root cause of the lack of success? Why is the career not taking off? Is it because we're getting away from teaching kindergarten style and teaching fancy? Creativity, teamwork, sharing, teaching people to be curious. Is that part of our business school? I won't argue with you that an MBA degree is valuable on your resume and opens doors. Um, it, it will get you noticed and get you an interview, but is it going to make you sharper in terms of succeeding in the business world? Does it teach us to think from all angles, or does it teach us that there's a correct answer? Is it creativity or groupthink? Is it consensus? Here's the correct answer. Does it focus on money or people? In my opinion, the most important part of school would be to teach you how to think, not what to think. My opinion isn't really that important. It's important you consider other people's opinions, but really it's more important that you question opinions in a respectful way. So I find it ironic that business school teaches there's a right way to do things. There's many different strategies, and none of them are necessarily wrong ways to approach a solution, expanding sales, cutting costs, going global. However, executing is what really matters. So I think there should be more critical thinking where you challenge experts. For instance, Apple Incorporated. Could they have made more money selling blank? They sold computers, music players, smartphones, laptops. Now they're selling watches and headphones. What if they'd have shifted to selling kitchen appliances, bathroom, laundry room, basement, entertainment centers 20 years ago? If they executed correctly, is it possible there's higher profit margins in washing machines than iPads? I'm criticizing the MBA. I'm saying it's still good to have one, but there's much more value that could be shared with people taking the classes. Here's my proposal for a new MBA degree. Let's take a religions class. If it's Ramadan, I need to know how to treat my staff during that month. I need to know more about India's culture. I need to know more about China's culture. I need to know more about the world. There should be data analytics courses, graphics, meaning how to do visual stuff for marketing, social media, basic coding and programming, the soft skills, the kindergarten skills. It could be a Dr. Seuss class. Understanding foreign cultures, Spanish, identifying different wines, and a theater class, improv possibly. Creativity is an interesting thing to think about. Josh Linkner, who started a Fortune 500 company in Detroit and sold it called ePrize, took it public, is big on this topic. And he's of the opinion that we should teach that fun and play is the way to do it, not just in kindergarten, but at work. He studied this topic in depth, and the more years of schooling you go through, by the time a kid leaves an Ivy League business school, their creativity is almost down to zero. But you're not born with creativity. I mean, rather, you are born with creativity. You lose it if you think linearly, black and white, but you can relearn it. It's possible to fill the tank, your creativity tank, back up if you do things and you recognize that's a weakness and how important it is. There's a big debate years ago that we're falling behind India and China. We need STEM. We need science, technology, engineering, math. Always good. Help you get a job, important skills. But is it possible STEAM is more important than STEM? STEAM is the A, the arts. If you can think of the creative item, can't you outsource? Can't you hire people to do the CAD blueprinting of it, the manufacturing? The creativity thing, in many ways, the weirdness is what made America great and what creates new products and services. So it's this donkey, turtle, rabbit. Weirdness is what is important to look at. Design and art school. What's better, an MBA, sometimes called B school, or attending a creative school like in Detroit, the College of Creative Studies? I'd say both of them have their weaknesses and neither one is ideal. The MBA is too focused on money and strategy. The College of Creative Studies is focused too much on art. A blend between those two would be perfect. Stanford has a school called D School, not B School, Design School. A cross between creativity and business, I think, would serve students far better. How many of you take multivitamins, and why do you take them? I eat pretty good. Try to eat vegetables and fruit, and I still take a multivitamin. How come? Because I want to make sure that I'm getting all the nutrients I need. Massive open online colleges are something we'll look at this semester. Free or cheap schooling from reputable institutions where you can get certificates, degrees, classes, put it on your resume. LinkedIn offers training certificates and you can put them on your LinkedIn profile or on your resume that you can do. You have a certificate in this part of graphic design, this part of social media, this part of data analysis. Learning the Adobe suite of products for graphic design, photo editing, video editing is huge. Microsoft and Google offer courses in using their software, and non-college experiences are pretty important. So, one final thing that I thought would be appropriate to look at: how do you get people to think creatively, to give you that information at work when they think of it? Esther Wojcicki has two successful daughters. One is an executive at Google. One is a entrepreneur that started a huge company that I think will go public soon called 23andMe. And her other son is a surgeon. So she wrote a book on raising successful kids. And she gave a good acronym. And she said it's not just for kids. This acronym is for raising successful people. And it relates to management in some ways, but I think it really relates to creativity in terms of, she said, you need to put trust in people and respect them. Give them independence, encourage collaboration, and show kindness. When you do all those, you're back to kindergarten. Someone's more likely, with the independence and in liking where they work at in the environment, to come up with ideas and share them. So this trick acronym I think is pretty clever. I liked it. I want to read this book that she wrote. Trust, respect, independence, collaboration, kindness. When you offer all those, the independence is really what makes people flourish, and they will come up with creative ideas and share them with you.